My BF caught me watching intimate photos of my late husband and I. He accused me of cheating. How do I get him back? My boyfriend, 35M, and I, 34F, have been seriously dating for 3 years, and eventually want to settle down and marry. My late husband and I were together since college and had a very loving and passionate relationship until he was torn away from me in a freak accident 8 years ago. I have mostly moved on but still miss him terribly some days. I do not compare my now boyfriend with him because both have a really special place in my heart. My boyfriend is sensitive to this loss of mine and I have been in therapy and he accepts my late husband as one of the greatest loves I have ever experienced. My late husband and I used to always have an intimate night together on New Year's and last night I was terribly missing him again. He had gifted me a pillowcase he customized for me made of satin and I lie down with it whenever I want to feel close to him. It's just how I cope. So last night when my boyfriend was watching TV, we came back recently from a vacation, so did not go to any parties. I went to my room, hugged the pillow and opened my hard drive that had our photos. I had opened that file after so long. I almost forgot I also had NSFW stuff in there, which I wanted to relive. I did not want to delete our intimate photos of us in the bathtub, our honeymoon and wedding nights, some naked cuddling, because those are special to me. However, those were not outright sex tapes. My boyfriend called me to help fix something, and I shut my laptop not realizing what was on it. Edit. I think I have to make it clear I was not getting any sexual enjoyment from those photos and videos. Those were simply sweet romantic photos with a touch of intimacy. For example, a photo of us cuddling in the sheets. Just invaluable moments of a married couple. It was more of a comfort thing to me than a sexual thing and special to me, and meant only for mine and hubby's eyes. My boyfriend went to get equipment from the storeroom. This was mine and my husband's place originally, and I sensed alarm in his voice. When I rushed in, he was questioning what the heck I was doing browsing through those photos and why do I see a use in keeping such intimate media with a former partner. I tried to laugh it off. I smiled sheepishly because at first I thought he was going to tease me about it, like if your partner caught you doing something naughty. However, when I realized how hurt he was, he simply didn't let me say anything. He genuinely felt hurt and betrayed and accused me of cheating on him and told me that I can sleep with him in his grave. I felt that was crossing the line and wanted to scream my head off but kept calm. My boyfriend never had such a reaction to me missing him before and I can see why my actions hurt him, but to accuse me of cheating on him feels super wrong. He told me that he is breaking up with me and warned me not to contact him. He left my place and I have no idea how to talk to him. How do I get him back? Update. Hi everyone, I am here with a very quick, not so great update now. He had left my place last night at around 9 p.m. after breaking up with me, and I had posted my bit in the evening a day after that, while I was still processing the breakup. Maybe I was just looking for validation or trying to unhealthily vent here and found it therapeutic no matter what response I got. Now, I truly realize how hurt he must have felt. So maybe an hour into posting this, when it was around 7 p.m., my boyfriend finally called me back asking to meet. I thought we could have a conversation about it and make up. He, however, didn't intend that. When we met, I asked if we could get back together, offering to remove those files from my laptop and transferring them into a USB drive. All photos, even non-intimate ones, so I don't have an easy access to them. He told me he would ideally be in a relationship with someone who only had him in her heart and he'd rather I get rid of my husband altogether, but it's unfair to me. He said he realized what he wants and that is number one in someone's heart. He put up with a lot of stuff just because I am a widow and doesn't think he would date one again. It really hurt me when he told me that my action has damaged any trust in our relationship and even if he wanted he couldn't pretend. And what hurt me the most, he says he has lost feelings for me. He initially had finally decided he would propose to me by the end of the year but now it's not in his plans. I was incredibly hurt and started bawling but he wouldn't comfort me. He simply wished me the best and told me he hopes the memories of my husband keep me warm at night, which I found petty and disrespectful AF but was too stunned to say anything. A lot of people by my inflammatory reactions at first thought this was a rage bait. I don't blame you. I was merely trying to seek a vent and fighting a void in me. To those I have hurt here, I am sorry. I will take some more time to heal and aspire to be a better partner to my future boyfriend and husband. Relevant comments. Sorry, he was shown he will never be your number one. You literally said on your first post your late husband will always be your greatest experience of love. Why would anyone want to compete with a dead man? He clearly put up with a lot from you and is over it. Opie. I had specifically mentioned he was one of the greatest loves in my life. I think it would be unfair to my husband and disrespectful to our marriage to deny what we had was real. Because of how great that love was, I genuinely wanted to experience it again. What my boyfriend and I had was also real. I wasn't using him as a crutch. What was meant to be a private moment of grief was given such an ugly spin. Comment. You were using him as a crutch. You say he put up with a lot from you being a widow over the years. You used this man to get by but not over your issues and he is done. Opie. I didn't wear my wedding ring on my finger. I didn't actively celebrate our days, and only went to the grave, which he was uncomfortable with. I only went to his grave 3 to 4 times a year. And on those days, I wore the wedding ring as a chain, so as to not offend him, but he still gave me the cold shoulder and would refuse to sleep with me while I was wearing it, so I eventually tried to stop myself. You can judge me how bad I treated my ex, but I assure you I didn't. I made him feel valued, didn't talk much about my husband, and put effort in our relationship. It's not even like we hadn't spent time together. We had just come back from a really nice vacation and both wanted some quiet time alone, so I did what I felt was best in the moment. Some other comments from Opie. Some idiot here told me I was the devil for visiting his grave on our wedding anniversary. I am starting to lose faith in humanity. I'm sure some of what I did hurt him and I will work on myself, but it's just stupid to pretend that grief is like a breakup. This was my husband who fucking died. Visiting my dead husband's grave on our wedding anniversary and his birthday is apparently offensive? I don't believe you for a second. You categorically lack empathy.